Were the Confiscation Acts controversial? Were the Confiscation Acts controversial? Absolutely, these laws stirred quite a debate during the American Civil War. Passed by Congress in 1861 and 1862, they allowed the Union to seize property that supported the Confederate rebellion. This included slaves, who were considered property at that time. The legal and political implications of these acts raised many eyebrows. The first Confiscation Act of 1861 permitted Union forces to confiscate any Confederate property, including slaves used to aid the Confederate military. However, it required judicial proceedings to condemn the property before confiscation. This act did not clearly free all confiscated slaves, leading to confusion and dissatisfaction among abolitionists and others advocating for emancipation. Then came the Second Confiscation Act of 1862, which took a bolder step. It declared that slaves owned by Confederate officials or military personnel would be freed after 60 days if their owners did not surrender. This act treated Confederate rebels as traitors, allowing for the seizure of their property for life. While this act was more explicit about emancipation, it was limited to areas under Union control. It still required judicial hearings, but was viewed as a stronger move toward ending slavery. President Abraham Lincoln had his doubts about these acts. He questioned whether Congress had the constitutional authority to free slaves in states. He worried that these acts might push border states, which remained loyal to the Union but still practiced slavery, toward secession. Initially, Lincoln prepared to veto the Second Confiscation Act but eventually signed it, after Congress added clarifying resolutions to ease his constitutional concerns. This tension between Congress and the President highlighted the political sensitivity surrounding the issue. Opposition to the acts emerged from those who believed they overstepped constitutional limits, especially regarding property rights. Some feared that these laws might alienate border states or escalate the conflict. In practice, the confiscation provisions were not fully enforced during the war. However, the acts marked a significant shift in Union policy toward emancipation and laid the groundwork for the Emancipation Proclamation in 1863. In summary, the Confiscation Acts were indeed controversial. They raised questions about property rights and federal authority, created political tensions with border states, and represented an early, albeit imperfect, legal step toward abolishing slavery during the Civil War.